It's 2015, and time sure does fly. Winter has its icy grip on most of the United States right about now. In fact, where I live here in Pennsylvania, it is snowing at the moment. This is going to be my first video for 2015, and I have a really convenient excuse for making it. The fine folks at Karamoor Estate Winery asked if I could share some of my thoughts about their most recent releases. Now these guys are a hop, skip, and a jump down the street from where I live here in Pennsylvania. I figured the fairest and most objective way to do this would be to get unbiased opinions. I've invited my friends over tonight. I'm going to cook them a nice dinner. We're going to pair the wines with the food and then just give our general thoughts. Life is a party, and fortunately for all of us, we've been invited. So let's go. I carefully selected my ingredients from the store to complement all the different flavors we'll find in the wines tonight. Chardonnay tends to be light, bright, and citrusy, and sometimes has a toast or a butter element to it. I'm going to go with some tiny, sweet rock shrimp on top of a toasted brioche. I'm going to sprinkle them with some herbed lemon butter. I think that'll bring all of those flavors out of the Chardonnay. Flavors like dark berries, plums, cooking spices, and even vanilla can be found in these French-style reds. They should go pretty well with a smoked chicken. Red wine plays nicely with herbs, so I'm going to make some roasted potatoes with rosemary too. Food and wine are such a joy, especially when you're sharing them with others. I make it a point to do that as often as possible. The hard part of the day is done now, and I get to have some fun, sharing wine and food with good friends. We're going to start the night out with Karamoor's 2013 Chardonnay. The fresh, zesty flavors of white fruit and citrus should really wake up this first course.
Oh yeah, it's excellent. I really like how it's nice and crisp, brings out the lemon flavor. Delicious.
It's fantastic. It's so light and refreshing.
Yeah, and I really love it with the lemon zest. It kind of brings out like almost like a candied lemon kind of flavor, and it just kind of stays with you. It's so good.
You want to keep drinking.
I know, exactly. Where's the rest of the bottle?
The Chardonnay was a pretty big hit. It's nice and light, I'd say more in the French style. This would be perfect in the summertime, so when it gets warmer out, we're going to have to revisit this again.
Summer is still a long ways off from where we are. We're going to have to find some other ways to warm the soul. How about some more wine?
Cab Franc is a French grape, but it's finding its way over here to the United States and doing particularly well on the East Coast. Tonight we're going slightly rustic with our food. We're going to do some roasted potatoes that have some fresh herbs in there like rosemary and thyme. And then we have a smoked chicken. We're calling it poulet fumé in the French spirit. What we're going to pair that with tonight is Karamoor's Cabernet Franc and their Meritage wine. The Cab Franc here is an award winner. It's a gold medal award winner at the San Diego International Wine Competition. The Meritage here is a blend mimicking the Bordeaux style. This one I think is predominantly Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc, and a little bit of Petit Verdot in there.
And while these wines may take a page from the old world, they're versatile enough to keep up with the new.
Nancy is vegan. She's brought some sliders here, and they have mushrooms and what else?
And rice.
Oh, and rice too. So they should go very nicely with that, and also the roasted vegetables.
The Cab Franc was full of dark berries and plums, light on oak, and had an earthy tone.
The Cabernet Franc with the chicken, the smoked chicken, really like this blueberry flavor kind of came out. I don't know if anybody else got that, but I got this kind of real like berry kind of juiciness. Tried this
I was getting like almost like hints of cigar.
Oh yeah.
Or mushroom.
Tobacco.
Yeah.
Tobacco.
Tobacco.
Yeah.
The Meritage is silky and brambly and gets lots of depth from 4 different grapes.
I wouldn't call it bigger. I call it more complex.
It just seems to be like a lot more complex flavor than the other one.
I'm more of a red wine drinker than a white wine drinker, although I found the Chardonnay delicious tonight. The Cabernet Franc was really good with my roasted vegetables and I enjoyed it, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with the Meritage too. I like it better, it seems a little bit more bold, and I'm enjoying it with my food.
I like them both, but to me the Cab Franc was a big red wine and this one's a little bit more elegant.
The Chardonnay was absolutely my favorite tonight.
Minor differences aside, we all found something that we really liked about these wines. The amount of laughter in the room is a good sign that they're being enjoyed.
Hey, thanks for joining us. That was a pretty successful event, I would say. We tasted some fantastic wines from Karamoor, and the fact that everybody's kind of melding together here now and just socializing and having a great time, it is a compliment to any winemaker, I think. This is really what you make wine for, to bring people together. So kudos to Kevin and to Ali and to the rest of the crew at Karamoor, and thank you to both of them for providing the opportunity for me to review these wines. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great night.